You should get we're live.
Word.
Wait for a few retweet the
Yep.
link, then wait for a few people to get in here. There we go. Alright. Ready? Let's get into it. So alright, I now welcome on my good friend, Jers Wei T. He's been a friend of the program for a while, but we've been waiting to do something like this, and we finally have the platform too. So let's get right into it. Talking NFL Week 1. Everyone is really excited. So are we. So we'll get right into it. Cowboys and Buccaneers tonight. Line is now moved up to 9 according to DraftKings. T, what's your thoughts on that?
So I actually bought the extra point. I took plus 10 for Dallas. Zach Martin, a little bit of a hit, but I think Dak Prescott comes out crazy. I think they put up at least 24. I also like the over, 51.5. I think Cowboys defense a little shaky, so they're going to have to put up points to stay with Tom Brady. And I think it's like 31-24 Cowboys cover.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting game. Like, this can go either way. I'm not going to give away anything that I did, but I do think this is going to be a good game, closer than the 9 says. Wink, wink. But all right, let's move down to the whole slate. Jets Panthers. Initial thoughts on that game. What do you think that will go?
That's a game for Sam Darnold. It's a big homecoming game.
Sam Darnold revenge game versus the Jets. Headmeister 11 says Jets. Is that where Kyle Graham says Jet up?
Christian McCaffrey's gonna 3 touchdowns. He's gonna eat up. Like, it's
that game is really interesting. Like, I'm a Panthers fan, but I can see that going either way. Like, Joe Brady is awesome, but the Jets defense is good. Like, that game is tough. It's a 4-point spread. My mind says the Jets cover, but it's week 1. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way. Moving on to the next game, Steelers Bills. No talking about TikTok with Juju. No comment there. But nope. Steelers Bills, what's your thought there?
I'm heavy Bills this year. I think this is a Josh Allen MVP season. I think their offense flies on all cylinders, and if their defense plays decent, they're able to cover and they're able to go far this year.
Yeah, I mean, this is like Super Bowl or bust for Bills and Bills fan. Buffalo has just been getting more and more hyped every single year. That everyone loves the city, everyone loves the team. I mean, their only flaws, maybe if one of their corners go down, which happened last season in the playoffs. But besides that, the Bills are solid this year. There's nothing really to say about the Bills. Like, we all know they're going to be good. They're probably in the AFC Championship. All right, let's get to the 49ers and Lions. Thoughts there?
I mean,
who wins that game?
I mean, 49ers.
49ers win.
But I'd say probably 95% of people are going to tell you 49ers win that game. I don't think anyone's with Detroit.
They have a new coach in Dan Campbell, which is why I'm not laying this -7.5 for the 49ers on the road, because I think the Lions are going to come out playing for the new coach, playing excited. It's a new season. They have Jared Goff. It's a lot of excitement in Detroit, even though they know they're not going to be the best team. But they're definitely going to be excited. I think the Lions will win that game. I mean, the 49ers will win that game. But I'm not going to lay the 7.5.
It's too much for week 1.
A strong lean to the 7.5 for sure. But take him in a parlay. Take him in a teaser. I'm not going to do anything with that 7.5. All right, moving on to the Jaguars and Texans. Probably the worst game ever.
Yeah. I mean, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Is it being played in London?
Is it?
No, but it might as well.
Trevor Lawrence first game against nobodies.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Deshaun Watson's not playing. He's listed as other on the Texans depth chart. It's Tyrod now, not Tyrod. Tyrod Taylor, who is going to be starting for the Texans. They're home 3-point underdogs. 3 home favorites. I mean, home underdogs week 1 in division have like some crazy cover percentage. I'm not sure what the exact number is, but like I'm not betting on the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games where you either take Jaguars or you don't bet it. Like,
I'm not like I'm just not doing that. Hold on, let me get one of my good buddies, Andy, a link. Hold on, he might want to come in here. All right, the next game, Seahawks and Colts. What do you like here?
so if Carson Wentz was playing, I was big Carson Wentz comeback season, but he can't stay healthy. That Indianapolis run game is filthy, like filthy. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna run all over him. I'm not sure how Russell Wilson's feeling. He didn't even want to play for them in the first place. He was trying to get off, but it's Russell Wilson. He's gonna ball out. Maybe an over. I don't. What's the spread?
The total for that game is 49.5, which I would probably lean over.
Lean over. I mean, Colts defense isn't bad, but
The Colts defense is good.
yeah, and DK is probably gonna ball out. Like he's gonna get his, and
Yeah.
Lockett's gonna get his.
It's tough. Like that's a game 2.5. The Seahawks are another road favorite. Like I'm not surprised if that goes either way. It's week 1. You don't have to bet every game. You don't have to go crazy. Brian, if you're watching this, I know Brian, you're gonna bet every game because you're different. But like, there's no reason to go crazy with every game. If I had to lean, I'd probably take the Colts plus 2.5 because of Carson. His first game there is gonna be hyped. It's gonna be like everyone's ready.
With an offensive line, we saw what he could do.
Right, exactly.
Capable of, and with 2 running backs that can like help him, it takes a lot of pressure off of him. He don't have to really ball out. He just got to not make mistakes.
So what the Colts lose in the divisional round last year to the Bills? Was that the wild card round? Well, they lost in the first or second round.
Yeah.
So again, they're another team who have AFC Championship on their mind, even greater than that on their mind. I mean, if obviously it relies on Carson Wentz staying healthy, and if he can, then you never know what can happen. They're a good team with a good foundation. All right, moving on. Next game, Cardinals plus 3 at the Titans.
This one's hard. It's hard to bet against Julio. It's hard to bet against Derrick Henry. It's hard to bet against A.J. Brown.
I also do like the Titans at home.
The home is a big factor.
I'm not high on the Cardinals. I'm not high on Cliff Kingsbury, like specifically. They have good players. They have Kyler Murray. They have D-Hop. They have a solid defense. Actually, the defense is a little lacking after they lost middle linebacker, what's his name, to the Panthers from Temple. But either way, like they're going to be feisty this year and they're going to win some games. But I don't think they should be as hyped as they are this year. I like the Titans at home. Taking Julio Jones, just his presence on the field will take that much more off of their other guys, Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Open everything up. I think the Titans can have a good season this year. Vrabel's awesome. Anything else you have to say about that game?
Nah. I'm with you.
All right. Next game. This one we had some disagreement with earlier. Chargers at football team.
Yes.
Chargers.
It's hard because Chargers did have a good season last year, like for what they had. Herbert balled.
Yeah.
And they're gonna play good.
Yeah.
Football team, good defense. Chase Young, dirty. He's gonna be up there for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. See, you like the Chargers. You think the Chargers win this game. I think football team wins this game. It's gonna be close. Brian says game of the week. I don't know, man. It could be the game of the week. It's a 1-point spread for a reason. Like, it's gonna be close. It's I don't know. This could go either way. I'm going to take the Redskins football team. Free play. Redskins -1. Go, go, go. Dave, what's up, man? We're trying to get big out here. All right. I like the Redskins. You like the Chargers. It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be a good game.
All right. Vikings and Bengals. Vikings at Bengals -3. Another home dog.
Yeah. Vikings. I like Dalvin Cook. He's gonna have a good season.
Yeah, he's a top 3 fantasy pick.
And I think their defense is gonna be really good. And if they just keep Joe Burrow, if they pressure him, that Bengals offensive line is scared. It's not.
The Bengals offensive line is like
It's terrible. Swiss cheese.
they. I was so high on the Bengals getting Sewell, this Penny Sewell in the draft, and then Jamar Chase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they took Jamar Chase, and I was like, Sewell's the guy. Like,
Yeah, 100%. And like, I get they were trying to do the Burrow connection, but if you don't have time to throw the ball, there's gonna be no connection.
yeah, and like the Lions got Sewell at like whatever pick 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought that the whole thing was Bengals not even tank, but they knew they're going to be bad. They had Sewell signs in the stands for like during the season to like because they were hyped for him to come and protect Burrow. They got the whatever 4th pick. They took it doesn't matter what they get. They had Sewell to take. He's the guy. They got Jamar Chase, who is just like dropping balls.
Yeah.
Utterly dropping balls.
Did you see what he like said about the lines are different on footballs?
Yeah, he said like he couldn't see the ball.
There's not enough white lines, so you have to like pay attention to like the stripe. Like, I don't know what you're saying.
Like, so the Bengals, I think could be a mess again. I love Burrow. I hope he does good, but it's the Vikings are gonna win.
And the Vikings with the wide receiver core and Kyle Rudolph, like,
yeah, like the Vikings are gonna win that game, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Eagles, Falcons. Jersey T is an Eagles fan.
Yes.
He's a diehard Eagles fan.
Yes.
They're 3.5-point underdogs on the road, which
I think Jalen Hurts has a good season. I really do. I'm excited to watch Devontae Smith. Our front 7 are filthy. I don't think Atlanta's gonna run on us. However, Kyle Pitts is gonna have like 150 receiving yards on us.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Pitts is going to be a stud. He's going to be the main guy besides Ridley. It's Ridley and Pitts. You don't know what to make of this Falcons team. Like,
yeah, you can never trust them.
The past, like from the Super Bowl year to last year, like they can beat anyone in the league and they can lose to anyone in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just the Falcons. The part of my take guys call them the Turbo Falcons, which is true because they're like either blast mode or nothing. Like you don't know what you're getting with Atlanta. I would totally lean Philly in the points.
I think I'm going to lean Eagles money line, but watch out for Younghoe Koo.
Younghoe Koo is he single-handedly can win games for the Falcons. Plays all positions. All right, Miami +3 at New England. This is an interesting game.
Very interesting.
Interesting game. It's Mac time in New England. What are you thinking about this game?
So I've been watching. Everyone's high. Stephen A. Smith put the Patriots as his 5th best team to win the Super Bowl.
Did he really?
Yeah, he had them at 5.
He's drunk.
Yes, and I've been watching. Everyone's high on like Mac and all that, and I'm actually not a big Tua fan. I don't think Tua is all that. But I think that defense is insane.
Yeah, no,
they are really good.
I truly think the Dolphins' biggest problem is the quarterback. Like everyone's like, I've seen people post Tua MVP bets. Like, I'm not high on Tua at all.
I think they could have made the playoffs last year if they kept Fitz.
I think the Dolphins finished 4th in this division this year. Here's my prediction for AFC East: Bills, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins.
I just don't get how people could be high on Mac Jones when he hasn't played yet. Like you can't. There's no way you could say they're Super Bowl contenders yet. There's no, and I mean their defense is good, but is Stephon Gilmore even playing? I don't think so. He's been.
That game is just another interesting game, and again, it's week 1. We don't know the most. Like you there's gonna be a lot of people on Twitter saying crazy takes about week 1 when you can't. It's impossible. Like you don't know. Even if you end up right, you don't know. Like you can obviously learn from last year in preseason, but football is a sport that it's one of the toughest sports to bet week 1 because shit changes on the fly like so often, and it's easy to get caught up in. All right, we'll move on from that game. This is a big game, like cool game. Browns at KC.
Yeah.
Browns at KC.
I mean 6.5 I think is a lot.
5.5 now.
It moved.
5.5 now.
Chiefs are gonna come back hungry. They got a whole new offensive line.
Yeah.
And that was a big problem for them in the Super Bowl. Because if you give Pat Mahomes time, he's going to ball out no matter what. It's Pat Mahomes. Exactly. And they have the people. However, their defense is suspect.
Under?
I don't know about that. I think their defense gives up a lot of points.
I mean, I saw Brian post. He posted a few unders. He's a big unders guy. It seems like.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Chiefs under like I don't know how
You can't confidently bet that knowing they could put up 31 in one half.
I mean, it's 55, which is like one of the higher ones this week. But like, the Browns are gonna run the ball. But they're
gonna run the ball good, and Chubb's gonna break one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's a high total. You just don't know. I'm leaning the Chiefs. I'm betting the Chiefs money line in a parlay, or I either tease them down to like a half or one or something. But that's it. But if the Browns win that game, like I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, it could go either way. Like you don't know. It's hard to, but it's hard to bet against the Chiefs.
Exactly, they're hungry after what happened last year.
Exactly.
All right, Packers at Saints. This is an interesting game. Line opened around 150, 160. I took the 160 quick after I got the news that it was moving from New Orleans to Jacksonville. I believe they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the 160 on the Packers. Now it's up to minus 190 or even 210 some places. I like the Packers a lot this season. It's Super Bowl or bust. Aaron Rodgers said it. I think they get off to a good start. Saints have a new quarterback. It's Jameis. He's good. Like he's Jameis.
Yeah.
But they don't have Drew Brees. A lot's going on with the Saints, and I think the Packers are going to take care of them handily. What do you think?
I also agree with that. I mean, the Saints got like players. They got Alvin Kamara. They got Michael Thomas. But I just think Green Bay's offense is unstoppable. Devontae Adams is going to ball out.
It's simple. They have Aaron Rodgers. The other team doesn't.
Yeah.
Don't make things more complicated than they need to be. Aaron Rodgers is on the Packers, not the Saints.
Yeah.
People don't try to get too deep with it, which I get, but like they have 12, they don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Broncos -3 at the Giants. This seems like the under of the year.
Yeah.
Under of the year.
100%.
I don't know how you can make the Broncos 3-point favorites.
Yeah, I mean, who's even quarterback for them? It's going to be Teddy. I think Saquon's 100%. He's going to ball.
This line is fishy. It's at the Giants, unless I'm like reading this wrong. It's at the Giants
in New York. I think Daniel Jones like has potential.
Daniel Jones is good. Like
he does have potential.
This is a crazy line. It's under. I would take the under. I don't think I bet that, but I would take the under now that I'm looking at it. Giants in the points. Like that seems pretty simple. Wow. Seems pretty simple. All right. Sunday Night Football. Bears at Rams.
I mean, no. Time
out. Okay. Brian, Teddy is very good against the spread. Let's take a look back at where Teddy was and what he was doing against the spread. He was in Minnesota, which he was a former MVP. He was a former MVP that season, and his attempts against the spread record is as a dog, where he's like 60% covering. I just don't see how you can make the Bears like a 3-point favorite. I think the Broncos. Right. I meant the Broncos win this game outright. But like they're a mess. They had Drew Lock starting. I just don't know. I mean, you could be right. You could be right. Like you're smart, Brian. But I don't know. I think the Giants win this game outright. All right, Bears Rams. What do you think about Bears Rams?
With no Justin Fields, I think it's safe to say that I actually like the under in this.
46.5.
I don't think the Bears put up many points, and if they have any chance, their defense is going to have to play.
Yeah, but it's the same old thing for the Bears. Like they're forcing their defense to play out of their mind because they know the offense isn't going to score. And the Bears said they're starting Dalton because, like, they promised to start him, and you can't do that. Like you just can't do that.
I mean, Justin Fields did good his first game,
but he's an objectively better football player than Andy Dalton. And like I get it, but like do they want to win? Like they have Khalil Mack, they have a core, and it's not gonna
I mean, the Rams. I think if Cam Akers was playing, I wouldn't like the under as much.
Yeah,
but I like it more because the Rams defense is Rams defense. Aaron Donald's gonna get sacks.
Yeah, I like the Rams a lot this season. I actually have a Super Bowl bet on them. I'm not sure what the odds I got on, but I think the Rams could be big this year. I mean,
I'm asking Matt Stafford a game or two before I could say that.
Everyone's high on Matt Stafford. I saw Brian posted Matt Stafford MVP odds 16-1, which is like terrible value because like and he said that's why golf betting is so much better than like these types of things because you can so easily in golf hit a 50-1, 60-1 and have a better chance of winning than like Matt Stafford winning as a 16-1 MVP bet. It's just funny. But again, I'm high on the Rams and the Rams. I'm like a big culprit of saying running backs are replaceable and running backs don't matter, minus like a few of them. And Rams, I think, are one of them. Darrell Henderson is like he's not. I don't think he's good.
Yeah,
I just don't think he's good. Maybe I hope he proves me wrong because I like the Rams. They got Michelle from the Patriots in a split time, but I think if he can prove to be like a weapon and they can take pressure off quarterback, Kupp, Woods, then they can have a good season because the defense isn't a question. All right, Monday Night Football, final game, Ravens at Vegas Raiders.
This changes a lot because of the news we got today.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen or whoever's still watching this. The Gus Edwards just tore his ACL after two running backs for the Ravens are ready to tore their ACL.
And Marcus Peters is also – it was back-to-back plays. They both got hurt.
Thankfully, I didn't bet this game yet, and I probably still won't because I think the Ravens can still win without those guys. But, like, I think it's going to be a close game. I'm thinking about teasing up that 4 on the
I don't hate Derek Carr at home.
I like Derek Carr as like.
I love Derek Carr. I love Darren Waller. I think that Josh Jacobs is gonna have a good year. But it's hard. It's different. But they did pick up Le'Veon, the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, how much are they gonna use him? Like he's been there for like 2 days.
They might have to use him more now.
They might have to.
Yeah.
Like it's tough. We're not gonna know, but. It's just like week 1 is so tough. All right, that's all the games. What's some predictions you have this year? You have Bills.
Yeah, I like the Bills. I took this before it changed. Derrick Henry over under for rushing touchdowns was 10.5, and I took it and it moved to 13.5.
Yeah, like I didn't bet any props this year, but I like that.
That was I had to jump on it when I saw 10.5.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, he's just a touchdown machine.
He had 17 last year.
17, 16 games. They're playing 17 games this year. Like, it seems like it's easy, but besides that, the only other I'm heavy on the Chiefs this year. I think the Chiefs have a big bounce back season. I mean, it's easy to say the favorite is going to do good, but like, I really like the spot for the Chiefs. They boosted their offensive line. They're coming with a revenge. The hardest thing to do in sports is repeat.
Yep.
And maybe that's another wink at the Bucs tonight, but
I'd say watch out. I think, like you said before, Packers, Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl or bust. They always make it, and they can never get out of that divisional round.
Yeah, I took the Packers 27-1 or 22-1 to win the Super Bowl while Aaron Rodgers was like not on the team, and I figured he was going to come back. So I got pretty nice value on that. It's like plus 900 now, I think. So Packers could be awesome. If the Packers win the Super Bowl, I'll win a nice prize.
I like them. They're a good team. I'm heavy on Buffalo. Josh Allen MVP. I like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
a fun season.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching this. I know there's a few of you in here, so we're gonna be doing this more once a week. I'm going to have people doing other sports. It's going to be good. It's going to be on YouTube, podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify. So thank you guys for the support, and Thank you, Jersey T. I'll see you on Twitter.
Anytime. I'll see you next time.
Yep, I'll have a good one.
You too.